Hi friends, this is Sunny. Welcome to my first video practice. This will be a 25-minute slow and sweet flow, including some dynamic movement as well as postures to help open up the hips as well as the heart space and hopefully provide a little bit more spaciousness and balance. No props needed. Music is optional. A playlist has been included. So let's get started. We'll get started in Sukhasana, easy seated pose. Make it easy for yourself using a blanket or a block underneath your sit bones. Allowing the hands to rest on the thighs or the knees as you draw the elbows in towards the rib cage. Grounding down into the seat. Allow the crown of the head to reach into the space above you, shoulders melting down your back. As you start to welcome yourself in your practice, start to welcome the breath, start to make that transition from more of the doing and thinking into more of a feeling and being. So just start here by taking the next few moments to observe the breath as it naturally comes in and out of your nose. And then starting to turn on the breath, turn on the volume of your breath. As you inhale, start allowing the belly to expand, ribcage expands. Breathing into the depth of your lungs. And then as you exhale, navel draws in towards your spine, emptying the lungs completely. So to start to turn on your Ujjayi breath, that diaphragmatic, victorious breathing. Getting really deliberate about your inhales and exhales as you start to slow things down. And take one more round of breath. Slowly blink open the eyes and come to hands and knees. Tabletop pose, taking the shoulders on top of the wrists and stacking the hips on top of the knees. We'll move into a couple rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, expand through the heart space as you take your gaze gently up towards the sky. As you exhale, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, chin towards the chest. Do that again. Inhale, widening through the sit bones, lifting up through the heart. As you exhale, round through the spine, puff up through the back of the heart. Push the ground away. 2 more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, move back into your cow pose. Drop the belly, extend the gaze up towards the sky, tuck the toes under. And then as you exhale this time, take your arched back all the way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So taking these first few moments in down dog to find a nice spaciousness in the low back. So ground down into the palms, ground down into the feet. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Allow the tailbone to reach back and up. Relax through the head and the neck completely. And breathe. And as you inhale, lift the heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward between the hands, and step towards the front of your mat. We'll come into a ragdoll pose. Bring the feet out a little wider than the hips. Bend the knees a lot and grab onto opposite elbows. We'll start here just with a few rounds of breath as you start to rock the weight from heel to toe, feeling into the backs of your legs. Now bring the weight more into the ball mount of your feet. Allow the head and neck to relax once more and start to shake out the head no, nod the head yes. And 3 more rounds of breath here. Feel free to take some open mouth exhales, flutter the lips. Release the fingertips down towards the ground and toe heel your feet to touch. If you want a little bit more stability, you might keep a little bit of space between your feet. And we'll slowly ragdoll up to stand. So allowing the arms to drape, chin towards the chest, stacking vertebra. Come on up. And as you arrive, as you inhale, loop the shoulders forward, up, and back as you exhale. Do that again. Inhale, shoulders forward, big hunch, up and back. Last one, inhale and exhale. And the other way around, inhale, shoulders back, up and forward. 2 more times. Come into your Tadasana mountain pose, keeping the feet about hips width distance, palms facing forward, starting to engage every muscle in your body and explore where you can find a little bit more engagement, a little bit more stability, standing tall. Starting our salutations to the sun. As you inhale, bring the arms out to the side and up towards the sky. Gaze up. As you exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Hands come onto the shins or the knees. As you exhale, fold back down. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Getting really long from the sternum, the hips to the sternum. And then exhale, roll back down. Last one, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root down into the feet. Reach the arms out towards the side and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands come to heart. Samasthiti, standing with intention. Adding on, inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging forward at the hips. Inhale, offer the chest forward. Exhale, plant the palms and step back into your plank pose. We'll be here for 2 rounds of breath. You can start to make some circles, clockwise and counterclockwise, activating the legs and staying lifted through the heart. Big breath in. And then exhale, bend the knees. Take it all the way back into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So we'll do some spinal rolls here. As you inhale, lift the heels. Take the chin towards your chest. Round forward into your plank pose. And then as you exhale, bend the knees. Take it all the way back, down dog. Good, 2 more times. Spinal roll, inhale, lift the heels, chin towards the chest, rounding through the spine, taking the shoulders on top of the wrists, and then exhale, bend the knees, hips back and up, down dog. Last one, inhaling. And exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhaling. And exhaling 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, lift the heels up, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees and step between your hands. Halfway lift as you arrive. Fold forward. Inhale, rise on up. Arms up towards the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart. And adding on, inhale, lift the arms and gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, offer the chest forward, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. And from here, inhale, slightly shift the weight forward. And as you exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, come onto belly and chest for Cobra Bhujangasana. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Press the hands by the chest. As you inhale, peeling the chest off the ground, long in the back of the neck. Exhale, release the forehead down. Do that again, inhaling. Exhaling. Good, last one. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes under, send it all the way back. Downward facing dog. Very nice. And we'll look between the hands, bring the right foot through, drop the left knee down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, lifting the arms, palms facing. And then from here, take a breath in. As you exhale, release the hands down. Bring the back knee off the ground, step the right foot back, plank pose. Take it into your first chaturanga, bending the elbows in towards your ribcage, halfway down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Shoulders towards one another. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look between the hands, step the left foot forward, right knee drops down. Anjaneyasana on the other side. And lift up, one breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Bring the back knee off the ground and step the left foot back, plank pose. Chaturanga. And bring the toes and the heels to touch. As you inhale, reach the right leg back and up. Down dog split. Like grounding down through the left heel. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right foot forward in between the hands. Spin the left foot flat. And as you inhale, come on up, Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. So you want a nice wide stance here. About hips width distance between the feet. Tracking that knee on top of the right heel. Getting really strong through the legs as you lift up through the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the hands down, getting ready for humble warrior, interlacing the hands behind you. Take a big breath in, lift up through the heart. Exhale, taking that right shoulder inside the right leg. Do your best here to track that right hip back in space as you continue to bring the crown of the head down towards the ground. Get strong through your footing. Draw the belly in towards the spine. And as you inhale, rise back up. Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. Taking it into pyramid pose. So straightening the front leg. And shorten your stance to bring that back foot in. One step. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring the hands down to the ground. And 3 rounds of breath here. Get really strong through both legs. Tone up through the quads. And send the right hip back in space to level the hips. Keep aiming the heart towards your front leg and breathe. As you inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, plant the palms. Step on back, downward facing dog. Bring your toes and your heels to touch. As you inhale, lift the left heel straight up towards the sky. And ground down through the right foot. As you exhale, step the left foot through. Virabhadrasana A on the other side, spinning the right foot flat. Keep about hips width distance between the feet. As you inhale, rise on up. Ground down through the foot to reach up through the heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, open up through the heart. Exhale, humble warrior on the other side. 2 more rounds of breath here. Ground down into the feet. Draw the belly in towards the spine. And as you inhale, lift back up, Warrior One. Moving into pyramid pose, straightening both legs. Bring the back foot in one step. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, taking the hands on either side. And do your best to track that left hip back in space and continue to invite the chest towards your front leg. Very nice. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms and step the feet back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees out to the width of your mat for Balasana, child's pose. Bring the big toes to touch. Hug the hips back towards the heels as you extend the arms away from you and gently rest the forehead down onto the ground. Slowly gaze forward. Come back onto your hands and your knees. And we'll bring that right foot forward in between the hands. And come into a lizard pose. So we'll start here by stacking the left hand underneath the left shoulder. And as you inhale, reach the right hand up toward the sky. It's a gentle twist. Okay, take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to extend the right arm back, down, and forward, making a full circle. And one more time. Good, big breath in. As you exhale, bring that right hand to the inside of your right leg as you spin onto the knife edge of your right foot, flexing the foot in towards the knee. So the more you straighten the arm and allow spaciousness between that knee and your chest, the more you're going to feel it in your hip space, your right hip and the left hip flexor. See if you can lean the head back. Take one breath in. And exhale. Release. Take the right hand down and step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. And step the left foot through. Right knee drops down. Going right into the other side. So starting to take that right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the left hand straight up towards the sky. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, start to make your circles. Hand reaches back, down and forward. Inviting some mobility in the shoulder space, as well as your chest. One more. Inhale, reach the hand up towards the sky, and as you exhale, bring the hand into the inside of the left leg, pushing the thigh, inner thigh away from you as you flex the toes in towards the knees and roll onto the knife edge of your left foot. 2 more rounds of breath. Keep pressing the inner thigh away from you, taking the head back in space. And slowly release. Come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower, halfway. Either belly to cobra or halfway down into upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, come onto belly and chest. Extend the arms out to a T, palms facing down. I'll go into one of my favorite heart opener, dragonfly. Start by taking the left hand by your chest, bending the elbow, and then rolling onto the right side of your body. Bend the top leg, top knee, and place the foot down behind you. Press the right temple down onto the ground and breathe. And we'll take it into the other side. Come back onto the belly and the chest. Switch sides, bending through the right elbow. Placing the right hand next to your chest, extending the left arm out to the side, palms facing down. Rolling onto the left, bending that top knee, placing the foot behind you. Left temple connects to the ground as you breathe. Again, come back onto the belly and the chest. Take both hands by your chest and press all the way back up. And we'll extend the legs in front of us and come to lay on the ground. Hugging the knees in towards your heart and starting to rock from side to side, massaging out the low back. Figure four, taking the right ankle on top of your left knee. And you can stay here with your left foot on the ground or draw the left knee in towards your chest. Weave that right hand inside of the legs and grab onto the front of the shin. And tuck the chin in towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. And we'll take it into a twist. So starting to wrap that right leg up and over the left, finding your Garudasana legs, dropping the legs over to the left as you extend the right arm out to the side and gaze towards it. Gently coming back to center, switching out the legs, left ankle on top of the right thigh this time, either placing that right foot down onto the ground, staying here, or drawing the bent right knee in towards your chest. Weaving the left hand inside of the legs and grabbing onto the front of the shin. Chin in towards the chest. Breathing into the hips. And taking it to your supine twist, twisted roots version. Taking that left leg up and over the right Garudasana legs. Dropping the legs over to the right as you extend the arm out to the side and gaze towards it. Slowly come back to center, drop the knees out to the side. For Supta Baddha Konasana, you can always use blankets, pillows, or blocks on the outer thighs as support here. Rest the hands on the belly just to come back to your center, or bring the right hand onto your chest, left hand onto the belly. You can stay here for your final posture, Shavasana, corpse pose. If you'd like to take a more traditional Shavasana, extending the arms and the legs out to the side, taking up space, closing the eyes, and letting go of control in your breath and your body. Take these next few moments to utterly surrender, fully relax. We'll start to invite the breath back into our body as you breathe a little deeper. Wiggle through the toes and the fingertips. Extend the arms up and overhead. Point through the toes and reach through the fingers for a full body stretch. Hug the knees in towards chest. Roll on to the right side. And press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Giving thanks to yourself for being here with your body and your breath. Taking this time to take extra care of yourself in these times. Thank you so much. Namaste.